Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, here on MLB 17 the show. And this is Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, as this is episode 181, and we're getting ready for the American League Championship Series here against the Boston Red Sox. The first game is going to be taking place, or at least the first two games are going to be taking place here at Fenway Park, as the Tigers are trying their best here once again to stay alive here in these playoffs and take on the Boston Red Sox. So you see the Boston Red Sox there, 91-71, first place in the American League East. As for us, well, 90-72 in third place in the American League Central, as we are the winner of the AL wildcard game there. And we're still alive here, surprisingly enough. So we're going to be taking on John Lester here in this first game. And of course, you know, we've had this long trip here. We took on the Rangers there in the last episode there, and won that series 3-2, and now we're just 4 games away here possibly of getting to the World Series. So you got to win 4 games to move on to the next round, which will be the final round of the baseball championship. And of course we'll find out who will play if we get to the World Series there in the National League side here. But right now we're just going to worry about these Red Sox. So there you see the Red Sox there, you see the schedule coming up. And like I said, the first 2 games are going to be in Boston, and then the next 3 will be in Detroit. And if necessary, we'll have games back in Boston there in games 6 and 7. So of course we would like to try to win this one at home, meaning that we have to win these first 2 games here in Boston to order to do that. But that's not going to be, you know, in a perfect world that'd be nice, but you know, that's not going to be necessarily the case here for us. So you see in the National League there, in the National League Championship Series, it's going to be Washington taking on the Dodgers. And so far, the Dodgers have a 1-game victory over the Nationals. So we'll see if we can be that team here, just like the Dodgers are, and have control of this series here and pretty much dictate what this series is going to be like. So there you see a beautiful night here at Fenway Park here. Fans are ready to go here in late October. And it's going to be a cold and probably a crazy night here with these 2 teams here. So there you see Drew Smyly on the hill for us today. He's got 1-0 start so far here in the postseason, and so has John Lester. So we'll see there. Bonds up to bat there. He has not hit any home runs yet in this postseason, which is very shocking and surprising and a little scary here. So we'll go to the first inning, and we'll see what he can do here with 1 runner on board here. This is going to be a ground ball there to the shortstop there, and yeah, that is going to be it for his at-bat there, as they no runner, only 1 hit so far for the Tigers, and they'll have to switch up sides here now to go to the bottom half of that first inning. Now, third inning here, it's a 1-1 ball game. Bonds up to bat here. He's looking to try to see if he can do something here special to get that runner home. Bonds here hits this one. He's going to rip this one right down the left field, and that is going to be a base hit there for him. We'll get him on board. Now at the top of the 6th here, still 1-1 ball game. Nobody on board here with 1 out, and Bonds hits this one high and deep. This is going to be driven over the wall, and that is going to be a home run over the Green Monster here in Boston, as he hits his first home run in the postseason. And you see John Lester not happy about that at all. And his first homer for the postseason and his first home run in this American League Championship Series. So nice job there, going 436 feet deep there to left field over the big monster. Take a look here at the replay. Great job of just timing this pitch here and saying, hey, you know what? I have a hold of this pitch here. I can do something with it. And he does so there in that at-bat there. So you see the hang time there from him and for the bat and bat speed and all that kind of stuff. They like to show here new in the game. They do the same thing in this year's game in 18. But we're still in 17 here. We're going to eventually move Bonds over to 18 after we get done with this season. As you see, we'll see what he can do here now with a 1-run lead here, up to bat here. He again hits the left field there. That's going to drop down, and it's going to be a base hit there for Bonds. So nice job there. Bonds getting on board there with that base hit and doing something with it. So now Miguel Cabrera coming up to bat here We'll see what Cabrera can do with his at-bat here as Bonds there at first base. Bonds going to go ahead and take off here. Goes for 2, and he will, as he will get a stolen base there. And that's going to wipe off any chances for a double play now. So still no outs here. 2-2 count here on Cabrera. As Cabrera here hits this one here. He's going to hit this one high and deep. And this one, it's going to go off the wall. And it's going to be a home run there. A 2-run shot there for Miguel Cabrera and for the Tigers. And now it's going to be an ugly game here, as this one is also his first of the series. And it's going to be now a 4-1 lead, as you see there. 392 feet there that time around for Miguel Cabrera. So take a look at the replay here for him. And look at that. Right inside his wheelhouse there. Shame on you, John Lester. What are you thinking? You can't give a pitch like that to the power guy like him, especially in this ballpark. So now 3 for 4 here for Bonds. We'll see what he can do here, as he has a 2-run lead here. Of course, runner on second. And oh, come on. Come on. Don't be chicken. Let's just come on, pitch to him. But I guess if it was me, I'd probably do the same thing here and not challenge him, especially with the bad hits he has had here. And with down by that much, yeah, you got to take that bat out of his hands here. See the Tigers win this one here today, 4-2 is your final score. Bonds 3 for 4 in the ball game. Drew Smyly picks up another victory here, his second in the postseason. Lester picks up his first loss of the postseason. And the Tigers win big here at Fenway. What a way here to start off the American League Championship game now with a victory here with a heavy favorite Boston Red Sox. I see there Bonds being interviewed after the game. He is named the player of the game there. Congrats there to him and to the Tigers there getting a victory there. And that right there was a catalyst right there. That home run really got things going here for him and for his ball club, and they were able to just keep adding on to it afterwards and showing that they're going to fight for a championship victory here today. So now just 3 games away here now from potentially sweeping the series here, and we're going to try to see if we can do the same thing coming up here in the next game here, as we'll have the second game here at Fenway. But there you see his numbers there, 448 now for his average, and now we'll head back out to Fenway here just a night later. So another beautiful night here in the New England area here. Fans there, you see them cheering for the Boston Red Sox here. They would like to see a victory. As we go to the first inning here, Bonds has a runner on board here. And with 1 out here, he's going to be looking for a pitch here to drive. And he's going to drive this one high and deep. This one going opposite field to right center field. And that ball is gone. That is going to go into the bullpen of the Red Sox. And that is a 2-run shot there. It's a 2-0 ball game here on Clay Buchholz here. As they now here leads this one 2-0 here in today's game. So already a hot start here, just like he was in game 1. And we'll see with that hit there, 392 feet here. We'll see how much damage he did. As you see there, this time he shows his power that he can go opposite field, and he does so. And yeah, that one is just going to be cleared out there. And fans are going to try to see if they can get that as a souvenir here. 4-0 now here for Detroit, as the hitter here for Bonds here comes up the bat. He's going to hit this one high and deep. This one's going to go over the park, and that one is going to be gone. Another 2-run shot there for Bonds. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Man, can this season be any more magical for him as he hits another home run here now? That's his third of the series so far. So already his third home run here in Boston, and he is just lighting up. Take a look at this pitch right here, and he just clobbers that ball right there as he just reads that one come off the hands of the pitcher. And he already has his eyes lit up saying, yep, that is my baseball. Gonna knock it out of the park. So now 7-1 here for Bonds. As again, hits another base hit here this time around. Not one a bases clearing one, but that's going to be good enough for a single. As now ShodIcon comes up the bat here. He's singled so far here now, as Bonds is your lead runner there at second. 8-1 ball game here, already in the 4th inning. And a full count now for Scooter Gennett, as we'll see what Gennett could do here. And Gennett is going to hit this one high, and it's going to be shallow out there to left field. And that is going to be an out there, as both runners will now have to stay. So 2 away now here for the Tigers, as Bonds there at second base here is hoping that someone can knock him and Cabrera in. As now we'll see here, Solano up to bat here, 0 for 2. And with 2 strikes here for him, maybe not so much in his favor now. As we'll see a 1-1 count here, and this is going to be a pitch there. And they cannot get him. I think that was almost a pitch out there, it looked like. And they knew Bonds was going to take off there, but could not tag him. Take a look here at this one, and throw that one inside there. A little too hot there for Solano to get a hold of, but they knew that Bonds was going to take off here and try to get him thrown out there. As Solano hits this one out there to shallow right field, not deep enough there, for us to come in to score up, and that's going to keep now runners at second and third. So Tigers here have another chance here now with Vela coming to the bat here. He has a 0 for 1 day. He walked into third. So maybe they'll try to pitch him this time around as he hits this one. But that one's going to go right out to the center fielder there. And that'll be it for the at-bat. And Jackie Bradley makes a nice catch to end the inning. So 8-1 there for the Tigers as we go move on to now to the 5th inning here. 9-1 now. Runners at first and second here. Bonds here swings and missed there. Don't know what he was swinging at there on that one. I think he's trying to play hero. But that would cost him there. So he gets another at-bat here. And he'll pop this one up high and deep there to the left field there, down third base line. And that'll be another great catch there as they get the next out there on Bonds. So Bonds so far in these last 2 at-bats, not good at-bats are there. Go to the 9th inning here now. It's a 10 run ball game here as it's 12-2. And then not in the favor of Bonds there as he swings and misses on that one. Why? Why would you chase after that? He does so. That's going to cost him. And we'll see here that he goes 3, 4, 6 in that ball game. The Red Sox were able to come back. They'll scrape up 3 more runs to potentially end up losing this one anyway. 12-5 is your final score. But Bonds 3 for 6 in the ball game, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored, a stolen base, and of course struck out twice in this one. And his average now at 4.57. So nice job there for Bonds, as again he is named your player of the game there. Had a great breakout performance there at the beginning of the game, and then kind of started dwindling down towards the end. And we'll see if they can Tigers can try to win this one here. They got 2 more chances here now, as the series now going to head to Detroit after a day of travel. And they could potentially win the series here if they can just keep playing the way they've been playing here. So we'll get to game 3 here in just a bit, but we'll do a quick reset here in just a bit here to show you guys what's going on so far here in both of the championship games here in just a bit. But right now, Tigers looking very hot right now with a 2-0 lead. And there you see Comerica Park here, another just a packed house here. Fans here in Detroit are really ready to go here because they know their team is they know this team is something here. As you see Madison Bumgarner there pitching for the Red Sox now, going to be on the heels here tonight. So it's going to be a tough game here for Bonds, as we'll see the first pitch here for the game 3 here for him, and that is going to be a base hit for Bonds, as Bonds is able to muster out that. So now Miguel Cabrera up to bat next. We'll see what Cabrera can do here with a not so favorable count for him, 2-1. Bonds going to go ahead and take off here. He's going to try still for second, does so, and is safely there at second base with a nice jump there for him. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing him do that too much here in the next game when it comes MLB 18. Move him over there, but there you see here he's going to go ahead and go to third, and that is going to be it for the inning as the inning closes up. Go to now to the 4th here. We're down by 3, and 0-2 count here for Bonds as the third baseman lays that play and misses it, and that's going to keep Bonds on board there as he gets a base hit. So Miguel Cabrera 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the first. We'll see what he can do this time around, and maybe try to put the bat to the ball here, as he had a really good performance there in the first 2 games in that there in Fenway. For some reason here at home here, he is just stinking it up, as Bonds goes for another steal here, and he does so as he steals another bag here at second base. Take a look at show track here and look at the distance and max speed there for a big guy there. And of course, like I said, next year or the next game here, that some of that speed there is going to be digressing from him, because he's going to be more focused as a power hitter than he will be kind of an all-around player. So we'll see how that goes here when we move him over to 18, but that'll be right after this World Series, or potentially if we get to the World Series here. Just depends on how this series goes. See Bonds here going ahead and take off once again here, still third, and he is going to be there safely. Nice job there, as that was a double steal. Bonds still second, or still third, and Cabrera steals second. Now we'll see here, runners in scoring position now. This one's going to be high and deep down the left field line there. This one's going to go back, and this should be enough for Bonds to come in to score there, as he does so there. Nice job of tagging up. And him and the Tigers are on the board here with a run. So 2 for 2 now with 2 singles. We'll see what he can do now with a 3-run lead here. He's trailing as he gets a hit there, and tough break there on that one. That's a hot shot to third. That's why they call it a hot corner there. Nice play there from the third baseman. Now down by 4. We'll see what Bonds can do here with this pitch, and that 0 for 2 right there cost him, as he goes a strikeout there, and that is going to be now a victory now for Boston. So unfortunately, we can't get the first 3 games, so that means we won't be able to really sweep here. But that was a tough one right there, as we lose this one 5-1 there. Bonds 2 for 4 in that ball game with a run, a strikeout, and 3 stolen bases there. Really thought we had a position there to get back in this ball game there towards the end, but unfortunately we come up very, very short, as the Red Sox there, the best team in Major League Baseball now, remember that, they end up coming back in this one. They do not want to go down 3-0. So we'll see in game 4 here. We'll try to see if we can bounce back here. We don't want to go and not have a win here in this series at home. So we're going to try to see what we can do now here in the 4th game of this series, if we can turn things around now for ourselves. So now 2 for 4 there. You see, of course, 2 singles there for him, and like I mentioned, 3 stolen bases there, and of course a run for Bonds. As you take a look at his training points there, and eventually at some point here we will have to start using those training points up here, because those will not really mean anything once we get over to MLB 18. So we'll try to, if he has any points left or anything like that, we'll try to use them all up before we move them over. That's what I've been doing so far with all the other roadshow characters that we've had here on the series so far, or on the channel here so far. So we'll go to the 4th game now. Go to the 1st inning here for Bonds, as he has a 1-2 count, and he swings and misses there on that one. Tough job there is Ariella now out there. He is pitching here. Seriously, Red Sox must have got some serious cash here. As we'll go to the next bat here, we got a 2-2 count. 1 runner on board here in the 4th, and we'll see a swing and a miss there. And do they get the double play? No, they do not. The runner is safe, as he does move along there. No one told Bonds it was going to be a hit and run there, so don't know about what that was all about. We'll go to the 6th inning now here. Still no score. Still anyone's game, and we'll swing and a miss there, as that is going to be a 3rd strike there. Drop 3rd strike, really, and Bonds is tagged out. Now, go to the 8th inning here. We're down by a run, and we'll see Bonds here is looking for a pitch here, and well, he thought he had all that one, but no, he gets underneath of it, and that's just going to be a loud out there to center field. So nothing there for Bonds on that one, as he and the Tigers are going to have to try to see what they can do here and try to rally here. As we'll see that the Red Sox will hold on to the victory here today, and they'll win the fourth game of this series, now tying the series up now 2 games apiece here today. So they get this victory here today as they win this one by 1. 2-1 is your final score. As like I said, game 4, 0-for-4 in this one, and with 3 strikeouts there, not in favor of Bonds there at all. As again, him and the Tigers will have now one more shot here to try to win 1 game at home and get this series back into their favor right now, as the series is currently now tied 2 games apiece. So we'll see if he can win game 5, or if they can win game 5, I should say, and try to get a victory here, and at least try to get 1 playoff victory here at home in this American League Championship Series. So you see his numbers there: 3 home runs, 10 RBIs there for the season, with a 4.19 average now for the postseason. So Bonds and the Tigers here, their wins are not out of their cells just yet. They're a little down. They said that, you know, they were really hoping game 4 was going to be a turnaround there for them. Then they can come back and win game 5 and try to wrap up this series. But, you know, sometimes you just can't think about that. You got to take 1 game at a time, and in some ways that was they were not doing that here in these last 2 games. So they're going to get to game 5 here in just a bit. You see the crowd coming in here, getting ready for this 5th game of this American League Championship Series here. A great night here, beautiful night, a cool night. Definitely some baseball type weather here, as you see Drew Smyly and John Lester going at it again here. Remember, last time these 2 faced off was back in game 1 of this series, and Smyly had the better night. So now, bottom of the 1st here, we'll see there a swing and a miss on Bonds, and that, well, we'll retire him, as now bases are loaded now, up by 2 here. And we'll see the swing and a miss, and Bonds misses a great opportunity there as he chases after that one. So now we'll see him up to bat once again here in the 4th. And with 1 runner on board there, he again swings and misses again. Tough day here for him. Not what you want to see there, but his team has a 2-run lead right now, so they don't really need his help too much here. As they again now score another run here. It's 3-0. Bonds here hits this one. This is going to be a chopper there to second. Nice play there to the first baseman. And that's it for the routine play there, as Troy makes a nice play there to first base, getting the runner out. 8th inning now here. Another opportunity here for Bonds to do something here with bases loaded. Looking for a pitch here, and he's going to hit this one, and that's going to be a gapper there to shallow right field. That is going to bring in not just 1 run, but 2 runs will come in to score. And that's an RBI, or 2 RBI single there. And the Tigers win the game there. They win game 5 of this American League Championship Series. And now they lead the series now 3-2. So they're going to play, they're going to have a day off here coming up here tomorrow. And then they'll move on to game 6, where they could possibly clinch an American League Championship title. That is going to be awesome for them. Been waiting for that for a long time now, and we'll see if that will be the case here coming up in the next series coming up. So game 6 coming up, as you take a look at some of the numbers there for both squads there, some of the key players in that game. But hey, to say the least here, we are ready to go here. We're wanting to get it back to Boston as quickly as possible here to try to get this next win here. As you see, Bonds here going to be talking to his hitting coach here, and yeah, it just didn't have a good night there, as he struck out there way too much there, and coaches are just a little concerned about him striking out now 4 times in these last 2 games now here. They're just wondering what happened to the guy that we've seen in games 1 and 2 there. And well, I think the pitchers have exposed him now here, knowing what his weaknesses are. He likes those fastballs inside, and not to mention there's times where he likes to go chase after pitches out of the zone there, where he's trying to go opposite field. So the coach is like, okay, you know what, we're gonna work on some things here. We actually ended up having a training session there for whatever reason there. Decided not to show you guys that, but we'll take a look there and see that there you see our numbers from that game. And of course, now we're just trying to see if we can try to be a decent player here for Game 6. Try to get our mojo back as we're going back to Boston and try to see if we can get back in the good graces here of the baseball gods here in Fenway again. As we go back here in Game 1 and 2 here, we had a great game there as we were, 6 of 10 in that series. And now trying to get back in that same way again here as we had just an electric type of season there. Our the last 2 games, or the first 2 games of this series here. So Max Scherzer is going to be on the hill here for us. He has not yet got a postseason win, but we'll see what we can do now here against, I believe this is Buchholz here. And Bonds here gets a hold of this one. This is going to go high and deep. This one is going to go, well, not where we wanted there. That's going to be easy out there at the left. 2-1 now here. Boston trailing by 1. As we have a 1-2 count here. Bonds chops this one there to third. Third baseman makes a nice routine play there to first, and that is it for him and the inning. 3-1 now. 2-2 count here for Bonds. And again, he grounds this one to the shortstop. And again, another routine play there on Bonds as they have a 2-run lead. 6th inning now. Here's a 7-1 ball game here. Runners at first and third. Bonds finds this one into the gap out there in the triangle area. 1 run will come across the plate. A second one is going to try to attempt it, and it does. And it's going to be a 2 RBI double there for him as he is on board. So now a 9-1 ball game here. Bonds at second here, looking to see this ball get popped up here. And this one is just going to be a simple out to get out of the inning there for the Red Sox as that one goes up the elevator shaft there. And nice play there from the catcher making that one. Again now, here's Bonds now doing exactly what his teammate did just a couple innings ago. And that one is just going to be up the middle, up the chute there. And that's going to retire his at-bat. So a 10-1 ball game here. Boston really needs to turn things around here if they want to win this series and win this American League Championship Series and force it to go to the Game 7. But hey, you know what? The Tigers players here say, hey, you know what? We may not have Bonds here in this game, but we'll have him for the World Series. As you see there, yeah, Tigers win this series here, and they win this one. Final score 10-3 is your victory. And they win Game 6 and win the American League Championship Series. That means they get a pennant and now have a shot here to play for the World Series title coming up here in the next episode. So episode 182 is going to be a good one here as we'll take on whoever the National League winner is right now. Is between the Dodgers and Nationals here coming up. As we'll take a look. Scooter Gennett, your player of the game, 4 for 5 in the game. He did a great job of picking up Bonds in this one here today. As you see them celebrating there on the field, on the road here in Fenway. Nice way to end the championship game there as they win this one 4-2. So there you see them celebrating and just now trying to get their minds off of baseball right now, just having a little fun. And then they'll be back to work here and within a couple of days here and to take on the National League champion coming up here. As you take a look there at the box score there as we're wrapping up today's episode here and see the numbers there. And there you see some of the training points there. Again, we'll have to use at some point here before we get over to MLB 18. I don't know. Think about moving it over to that as we, getting ready to take on the Dodgers. Okay, so it's going to be the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw and company there coming up in the next episode. Oh, boy. This is going to be a doozy here as they have home field advantage now for this season. For the World Series here. So they'll play the first 2 games in LA. And then, of course, games 3, 4, and 5 there in Detroit. So let's see if we can do the same thing again here. Hopefully it'd be nice to get a sweep, but we'll see if we can do all this all over again and try to win it within 6 here in this one. Let me know down below what you guys think, how long this series is going to be. Is it going to be a complete 7 games? Is it going to be first 5 games, or going to be a clean sweep? Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think, or I may put a poll up there above in the video there, where that little eye is at, and let you guys vote there on who is going to do what. But again, thank you guys for watching here today's episode of Road the Show with Theo Bonds. Episode 181, as they are now American League Series champions and now have a shot to play in the World Series. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for more Road to the Show with Theo Bonds coming up here on ESGNet. If you guys want to be a part of the ESGN Nation, hit that, follow our social media, I should say, on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel here on YouTube, subscribe and be a part. That's another way you can be a part of the ESGN Nation. Also, leave a like, and let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about the series so far, and who you think is going to win the World Series between the Tigers and the Dodgers here in this Road to Show with Theo Bonds. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.